I would let someone else be my voice. And because 2010, I went through challenges myself, and it was tough for me to go through. But at 4:30 in the morning, I saw a vision of a flood. And I got up and I wrote it all down. And for me to write, many of you know I'm the most outstanding student in school, outside standing. So I cannot write very well. So unless it's a vision from God, so I wrote it down, and it's about a flood, and children were holding on to logs, stretching out their hands, crying out for help. And it says, will you be my help? Will you? So will you hear this voice as well? And this is what happened. And I wrote it in 2010, and then I went through 4 years, June the 8th this year. Apple the app, which is from Black IP, he wants to do a fundraising concert in LA to raise funds for Typhoon Haiyan in Philippines. And a friend of mine is helping him, and he says, you know, Elim wrote this song for a flood, would you like to use the song? So I sent him the song, and he said, please come to LA and perform the song. And I said, oh, I can't sing. And then I realized within this time of 2010 and 2014, I met this little boy, very talented, with a beautiful gift from God. And his name is Miguel. Antonio. And you know, I said, Miguel, can you sing this song? And then he listened to it, and he then recomposed it with his own rendition, and then he played it in June the 8th in LA, Los Angeles. And after the song, he had standing ovation. And also, you know, we managed to raise funds for Typhoon Haiyan. And not only that, Miguel has now been signed by a label called Boombox as an artist for Singapore, and he will be coming out with an album around Christmas. So he will be my voice, and then within it, you'll hear the hope of one voice. And can you be the help for this one voice? So let's give our hand to Miguel and Antonio. So yeah, extending ovation, hit him. So you must encourage him.
I really like this song, and the words in it are really meaningful, and it really matched the concert on June 8th because it's about Typhoon Haiyan, and this song was based on a flood too, so it's similar. So this song just really impacts me really meaningfully, like it impacts me to the heart, like the words really touch me in the heart. It's like when I sing this song, I feel like I'm the child who's crying out for hope, and I feel like that's the purpose of the song, because I'm supposed to spread the message out to all of you. And maybe that's one of the reasons why God gave me this voice, and I really want to share it with everyone and bless everyone with my voice. So, yes.
All alone in the darkness of this world, will anyone hear the sound of this one cry? The voice inside is crying out for one. Will you be there? Will you be there? These eyes are searching for the hope of life. The hands are stretching out for someone to hold, to see the light in the darkness of it all. Will you feel the loss? Will you feel the loss? Will you hear the cry? Will you give that hope? Will you be the help of this one voice? Will you hear the cry? Fill my soul with a dream of hope for life. You give me strength, your hands caress my cry. And though I'll never walk this road alone, you will be there, you will be there. Will you hear the cry? Will you give that hope? Will you be the help of this one voice? Will you hear the cry? Will you give that hope? Will you be the help of this one voice? God, turn this one voice to give a breath, just one life. See the rainbow across the sky, bring back sunshine. For the hope of one voice, will you be there for me? Will you be there? Will you hear the cry? Will you give that hope? Will you be the help of this one voice? Will you hear the cry? Will you give that hope? Will you be the help of this one voice? Will you hear the cry? Will you give that hope? Will you be the help of this one voice? Will you hear the cry? Will you give that hope? Will you be the help of this one voice? The hope of one